Now we have shi plus an, which makes shan as in mountain. Shan. And notice how the character for shan, mountain, kind of looks like the meaning. 3 lines stretching up just like a mountain range. See? Sometimes Chinese characters actually make intuitive sense. Not always, but sometimes. 大家好, welcome to the Sing and Learn Chinese pronunciation series. We've been going through each of the 405 Chinese syllables because once you know all these sounds and combine them with the 4 Chinese tones, you'll be able to pronounce every word that exists in Mandarin. As always, if you're totally new to Chinese, check out the How Chinese Works video first and get the basics you need to understand the rest of this video. In this lesson, we'll be going over the Chinese syllables and words from this column of the Chinese pronunciation chart. You can grab your own free copy of this chart at singandlearnchinese.com, link below. Alright, let's go over the words that start with shi. First, shi by itself makes 狮子, which means lion. 狮子. There's actually a line in GM's song 透明, aka Selfless, that uses this word. 感觉我遇上你就像绵羊遇上狮子. It feels like my meeting you was like a sheep meeting a lion. See right there? 狮子 means lion. Okay, and now we have shi plus a, which makes sha as in 沙子, which means sand. 沙子. So 狮子 is lion and 沙子 is sand. Then shi plus a makes she. In the second tone, she means snake. She. Next, shi plus I makes shai. In the fourth tone, shai means sunny. 很晒, very sunny. 很 means very and 晒 means sunny. So when it is 很晒, very sunny, you might want to wear your sunglasses. Okay, now we have shi plus a, which in the second tone makes 谁, and that means who, as in 你是谁, who are you? 我是谁, who am I? 我是谁, 我在哪里? Who am I? Where am I? Side note, if you look at the pinyin for 谁, you will see that it can be spelled S-H-E-I or S-H-U-I. So S-H-E-I 谁 or S-H-U-I 谁. The reason is apparently the old pronunciation used to be 谁, but today it's more common to pronounce this word as 谁, at least in Taiwan and mainland China. The old reading is treated like a more fancy, esoteric pronunciation, but you'll still hear it here and there. So 谁 or 谁, they're both fine. Now, shi plus ao makes 勺 as in 勺子, which means spoon. 勺子. And then we have shi plus o, which makes 手, hand. 手. Now we have shi plus an, which makes shan as in mountain. Shan. And notice how the character for shan, mountain, kind of looks like the meaning. 3 lines stretching up just like a mountain range. See? Sometimes Chinese characters actually make intuitive sense. Not always, but sometimes. Anyway, you can see this word in the idiom 人山人海, which means people mountain, people sea. That means there are a lot of people, so much so that the crowd is as large as a mountain or as vast as an ocean or a sea. You can see this idiom used in the song 平凡之路, the ordinary road, by 朴树 over here. See how the 山 word is highlighted? 我曾经跨过山和大海, 也穿过人山人海. I once crossed mountains and oceans and passed through crowds as large as mountains and oceans. Neat, huh? Okay, moving on. Shi plus en makes shen. In the second tone, shen means God, shen. Then shi plus ang makes shang, as in 商场, which means market, 商场. And shi plus en makes sheng. In the fourth tone, shen means holy. And if you combine that word with jing, you get 圣经, which means the Holy Bible, 圣经. Now, shi plus u makes shu, which means book. 我喜欢看书, I like to read books. 书, book. Then shi plus u plus a makes 刷, as in 牙刷, toothbrush. 牙 means tooth and 刷 means brush, both the noun and the verb. So 牙刷 means toothbrush and 刷牙 means to brush your teeth. 你要用牙刷去刷牙. You want to use a toothbrush to go brush your teeth. And shi plus u plus o makes 说, as in 说话, which means to speak. 我在跟你说话, I am speaking to you. 说话, speak. Here, shi plus u plus a makes 水, and in the third tone, 水 means water. If you watched the How Chinese Works video, you saw this word before. We used it in several examples to illustrate word construction concepts. And so if you haven't yet, go check out that video. Alright, moving on. Shi plus u plus an makes shuan, which means latch. You know, the thing that you use on your door to keep shady characters and cookie thieves out of your house. Then shi plus u plus en makes shun. In the fourth tone, you can say 一瞬间, which means all of a sudden or in a moment. 一 or 一 means one, and 间 means something like between or inside. And 瞬 is a moment, so 一瞬间 means in the space of a moment, or in other words, very quickly. And here we have shi plus u plus ang, which makes 霜, which means frost. There's a famous short Chinese poem by Li Bai that uses this word. 床前明月光，疑是地上霜。举头望明月，低头思故乡。See that second line? 疑是地上霜. Shuang means frost. But if you want to learn a bit of Chinese humor, you can recite that last line differently. 床前明月光，疑是地上霜。举头望明月，低头吃便当。That last line, 吃便当, means eat my lunch. And you should know if you saw the previous video on Chinese words that start with b, 便当 is lunch. Or more specifically, it's a bento. So 吃便当 means to eat my lunch or eat my bento. Anyways, just a reminder. Okay, remember to download your free pronunciation chart at singandlearnchinese.com and check out our Chinese song videos so you can see the words you just learned in context. And I will see you in the next video. Until we see you again, 再见.